friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this time, Brees will throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Sammy!
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through him. Gets around him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on third down. Kellen in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. These two teams, of course, met in the much-dissected NFC divisional round game a season ago, and they also met in the Monday night opener last year. And Adrian Peterson's return to Minnesota, gosh, that seems like a lifetime ago. And it was actually Peterson's replacement, though, Dalvin Cook, who went for 127 yards in a 29-19 Viking victory. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Hey, easy. Waiting.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
waiting?
On second down, here's Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, Ingram looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Easy.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start the drive with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On 2nd down, Kelly. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Left side caught by Diggs. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now Kelly. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Devontae Parker. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Kelly finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
No, check.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
From the gun, Kelly escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spinning away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! Blue landing! Blue landing! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Kelly looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Here's Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Kelly now to throw again. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Kelly. To throw on 2nd down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Tye, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Easy.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Gone. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw, Kelly. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Kelly operating from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready?
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. Hey, left. Left. Ready. You waiting?
Now Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready. You waiting?
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Camara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, it's Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. What's the motion? Gun!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now Kelly looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 now at 4-3.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Yeah. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Drip. Game after game, you can bet it off. Game. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Range. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah. Hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah. We gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah. And I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock